My boys, the schedule for the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2024 event is here. Now, I will say this before we get into the actual schedule. I still do fully expect some surprise things to drop, similar to how DLC 16 trailers were showcased at Battle Hour last year, and literally the first viewing that we were able to get of it, if we were not at the actual event, was a fan who recorded it off of his phone. That was the first way we were able to see those trailers, because again, they were at the Battle Hour event. So I'm expecting something very similar to that this year as well. Don't know exactly what games will do that, but I do expect some kind of surprises and maybe some trailers for upcoming DLCs, whether it's Xenoverse 2, whether it's maybe Kakarot, whether it's maybe Dragon Ball The Breakers. There's so many games that they could, put stuff out there and showcase some surprise trailers for us with at the same time, even if they are not listed on this schedule right here. Now, day one, I just don't understand necessarily. I get Sandland is a Toriyama project, but at the same time, to have it at this is called the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. So why is the Sandland exclusive movie night here? Not only is it Sandland, which is not Dragon Ball, but it's also a movie at the same time, which is just a little bit confusing to me as to why they would have this as a whole event type thing, whole panel. It's probably going to be 8 p.m. till around 10 p.m. depending on how long the movie is, and that's all there is for Saturday, is just a Sandland exclusive movie night. Again, this is the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, so I just don't necessarily understand that. But moving on to Sunday, this is the big day where all the Dragon Ball stuff is going to be going down, and there definitely is some fire, without a doubt. Now at 12, they're going to have the Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World Exhibition match. I believe there's there was a whole tournament that's going to be done here for Dragon Ball Super Card Game or something like that, or maybe this is the actual video game. So that's what they're talking about, exhibition match. So you'll get to see the video game for the first time if you didn't play the beta or anything along those lines. Now moving on, Dokkan and Legends Data 24 will be at 1 p.m. Now this will probably go till around 1:30 p.m. because then we have a watch party for Dragon Ball Z episode 286. I don't necessarily why they're choosing this episode in particular. This is the episode where Goku finishes off Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb. So maybe they're hinting at something. There will be something in relation to that part of Dragon Ball Z that will be shown for some other game or something like that at this event. I don't necessarily know, but they did choose that episode specifically, and I feel like there has to be maybe some kind of meaning behind that, because why would they choose just that one to watch at 1:30 as you see right here? Now at 2 p.m., my boys, Dragon Ball Games producer panel, Sparking Zero. Producer Ryo Mito, who worked with the Dragon Ball Z Sparking series, and producer Masayuki Hirano, general producer of the Dragon Ball games, will hold a stage at Battle Hour event to share some stories when working on Dragon Ball games. In addition, we are giving players and fans I would assume they meant to say giving players and fans the opportunity to ask questions to these two producers. The questions will be answered on stage the day of the event. Now, this may very well be why the man Hirano is no longer really working on Xenoverse 2. Maybe they had to move over to Sparking Zero. That could be the reason why we do have a new producer slash kind of dev team or producer team for Xenoverse 2 at this moment in time, and it started with that previous free update. Now, continuing on at 4:30, wow. I wonder if they're either going to be taking a break between this panel and this one, or this panel is just going to be extremely long, and it may also be where we can maybe hope for some surprises as well when it comes to other things that are not listed here on the schedule. Like I said, maybe some surprise trailers or things along those lines, because as you see, this one starts at 2 p.m. and then the next panel doesn't start all the way till 4:30 p.m. So at 4:30 will be the Dragon Ball Super Card Game World Championship. Like I said earlier, I knew there was a tournament for it. Kind of thought it was this at the beginning, but then that was just way too short. That's when I realized that's the video game, and this is the actual card game where they'll be doing that tournament for it. And then at 6:30, we're going to have a Dragon Ball Daima special panel as well, where we'll get some more info on this. So I'm very, very excited for that. Now, I don't believe it says anything along the trailer. It says Dragon Ball executive producer Akio Ioku will make a guest appearance at the Dragon Ball Daima special panel. Mr. Ioku will share the behind-the-scenes tidbits about the making of Dragon Ball Daima anime, which is scheduled for release in fall 2024, as well as other exclusive info. Like, it doesn't say we'll get a trailer, but there is somewhat of a possibility to maybe see a trailer for this, considering it does have its own panel, but at the very least we will get more information on Daima with this panel right here at 6:30. Now, that is pretty much everything that is scheduled. Kind of confused on one thing in particular. There was supposed to be a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament at this event, was there not? And I don't see anything for it. They have the Dragon Ball Super Card Game World Championship listed here, but I'm not seeing FighterZ, which is very interesting because I do believe there was supposed to be a full-on like tournament going down with Dragon Ball FighterZ at the Battle Hour 2024 as well. But again, I'm not seeing that, which is a bit confusing because I thought maybe after the tournament with that, we would get some kind of announcement as to when we may be able to expect rollback netcode actually to release officially on next-gen consoles and then also on PC as well. So that one is a little bit confusing, but overall this is the schedule for the Battle Hour 2024. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. But till next time, boys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.